Hey pals, it's Amy, and it's been a while. I took most of June off from making videos because life got really busy, and life is still really busy, but I at least know it ahead of time. June just kind of happened. I didn't plan things, but this month is also busy because I'm working part-time for the month of July. But today I'm going to bring you my TBR for the book Junkie trials. If you don't know what that is, I'll leave links down below to Rachel Marie's announcement and all of that fun stuff because she does a much better job at explaining things than I ever could. But without further ado, let's get on to the video. So I am on Team Outlaw. I did take the personality quiz thing and I didn't get Outlaw, but I feel like this fits me a lot better, so that's what we're going with. So for each team, you have 4 of your own prompts, and then the 5th prompt, which is the Bookie Grail, which is the group book. So the 5 ones for my team are ones that I'm for sure doing, but I do have ETBR for all of the challenges, which are 17 in total. I think that might be a little ambitious given that I'm kind of busy this month, but I'm gonna try. And also I'm filming this on July 1st and I've already read the first book, so yeah. So the first prompt is Crimson Peaks. These peaks are about to blow. Reread a favorite to soothe them into dormancy. And for that I chose Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. We all know I adore this story. I reread it basically every year. I already read this once this year, not including today, but I also finished it early this morning. So yeah, I mean, it's like 100 pages, a little more than 100 pages, so this book is super easy to get through, plus I know the story really well, so it takes even less time to read it. I listened to it on audiobook while I was laying down, so yeah. Number 2 is Queendom Stone, the stone of our royal majesty. What are the royal customs of other lands? Read a book featuring royalty. And I had a few options for this, but I figured I'd go with this one because then the next book in the series fits the next prompt, and that is Prince Charming by Rachel Hawkins. I actually already started this one as well. Again, started it today because today's the first day. I'm not entirely sure, all in all, what this is about. I also don't know what the next book in the series is really about, and I like to kind of go into things blind, but this seems really cute, and I'm enjoying it so far, even though I'm like 6 pages in. But yeah. The next one is The Forgotten Forest. Olu's open series. The forest knows and feels your forgetfulness. It will sing a mournful lament, tormenting you until you read the next in a series. So for that, I'm of course going with Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins, the sequel to Prince Charming, because I got this from the library, then I realized there's actually a book before it, so I got the paperback of the first book, and I figured now is a good time to read them because they're both relatively short, they seem really light and fluffy, so yeah. Number 4 is The Weeping Falls. To pass through the rapids unscathed, you must give to the falls. Need a cheer trigger. And for that, I am going with The Little Prince, and I'm not even going to attempt to say the name because my French accent is horrendous, so we're not going to try that. But I've read this book before, I already know that it makes me cry, it's just a little tiny bit, so I'm going to read it. Plus, I'm trying this thing where I'm going to read like 30 classics this summer, and I mean, obviously Alice in Wonderland is one of them. This is another one, and this is a good friend of mine's favorite book, or one of their favorite books, so I'm going to give it another shot. Because the first time I read it, I think I rushed through it a little too quickly, and I didn't really quite, like, indulge myself in it, so I'm gonna give it another go. And the 5th one is The Bookie Grail, which is, here you find a lost manuscript delivered on this forgotten island by a fallen star. Read the group book, which is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I love Neil Gaiman. I've read a few books of his and I absolutely love them, and I haven't actually read this one yet, so I'm gonna do my best to read it. I might actually just switch to audiobook because this has to go back to the library on the 4th, and I don't know if I'm going to get through all 5 books before then because you have to read them in order, and so I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. Now on to the rest of the prompts that I may or may not get to this month, but I'm gonna try my absolute best. So the next one is Dwarf Mount. You spot a fair tavern wench. However, the dwarf minds, grimy and dusty, don't evoke a very romantic feeling. Read a book with a hint of romance to get you in the mood. And for that, I'm going with a book that's got a little bit more than a hint, but that is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. Natalie from Pages and Panels has been suggesting I read this book for a long time now, so finally gonna get to it. And yeah, I'm really excited. I heard amazing things about this, and I think I'm really going to like it, so yeah. Next, we have Apothecary Towers, where the wizards dwell tricksters. They have blindfolded you and randomized all your books. Choose a book at random from your bookshelf. And so for that, I just felt around my bookshelf blind, like closed and with it. Wow, English. Closed my eyes and felt around, like on my bookshelf, and I picked actually the second one in the series, so I'm like, I'll just go with the first one, and that is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I've read Six of Crows, and I absolutely loved it, and so I really want to read this trilogy as well, and then maybe reread Six of Crows, and then read Crooked Kingdom. I don't know, but I'm super excited for this. I know a lot of people who absolutely adore this series, so I'm excited to see what I think of it. Next, we have The Great Library, The Great Archives. Find and read a book that has been on your TBR forever, and that one was super easy, going with Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I won this book for several years now, and I was super excited to read it, and then I never did. So, I'm gonna read that now. Next is The Drowning Deep. The Whirlpool is so mesmerizing. Read a book with rich world building that will suck you into its own world instead. And this one's not going to surprise anybody, and that is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is the illustrated edition, which I have not read yet, and I'm super excited to because I absolutely adore Harry Potter. We all know this. My channel name says it all. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. I've owned this since it came out, basically, and I still have yet to read it in this way, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I've flipped through it a couple of times, and it's gorgeous. So definitely looking forward to reading this. I'm hoping to pick up the rest of the ones that are out in the illustrated edition when I can justify them, because I own 2 full editions of Harry Potter already. But moving on. And then we have Orc Grove. Some say there is no talking to orcs, but a good political relationship is needed. Learn some orc customs by reading a book that is gruesome, gory, or gritty. And I'm not sure if this entirely fits that bill, but I feel like it's dark enough to maybe fit that. And that is Bird Box by Josh Mallerman, right? Yes. Is there even another name on this book? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, on the back. Yeah, so I'm gonna read this. Oh, it's on the front. I'm stupid. Moving on. I'm gonna go with this. It's relatively short, and I love like psychological thrillers. Wow, it's been so long since I filmed a video. I'm getting really bad at talking. But this is the book I'm going with this. Hopefully I can get to it. The next prompt is Old Pirate Cave. Shiver me timbers, you shall be walking the plank if you don't learn how to sail better. Read a book that takes place, at least in part, on the sea. And for that, I'm going with Deep Blue by Jennifer Donnelly. Yeah. I actually own the second one in the series, not knowing it was the second one. I haven't actually read it yet, so I got this one at the library. I've heard really mixed things about this series, but I'm excited to see what I think of it. I love mermaid type things, or sirens, and the like. Plus I'm from an island, so obviously water is a huge part of my life. So I'm excited to read this one. Next we have Glimmer. This isle is alight with gems and crystals, one of the most picturesque spots in the High Queendom. Make sure you fit in with a beautiful or colorful book, and I think mine's pretty colorful. That is Rat Queens Volume 1, which is a graphic novel. It's very colorful, so I feel like this fits this prompt very well. And then we have Draconic Isle. Oh my, this island is swarming with wyverns and dragons. Brush up on your draconic knowledge with a book that features dragons. And this was actually on my TBR for last month, and I didn't get to it, So I'm just gonna throw this one on here too because it fits, and that is How to Train Your Dragon. I love the movie, and so I'm hoping I love the book as well. So yeah, this is a like their children's or middle grade book, and it's very easy to get through, and it's fairly short as well. So I don't feel like this is going to be an issue to get through. Plus, like I said, I love How to Train Your Dragon. So yeah. The Elven Guard are surprised by your visit and are immediately on the offensive. Read a book with war, military, or political themes to learn how to help calm the situation. And for that, I'm going with Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuestion. This book was actually one I wanted to pick up last month. I bought it last month when it came out. I just didn't get to it. So I feel like this is fitting because it's the main character is the son of the President of the United States, I believe. And the love interest is the son of the President, Prime Minister of Wales, I feel like. Wales or England or somewhere in that general area. That is not really telling me. So yeah, I feel like this is fitting. It's very political. So on the Howl Isle, lurk incorporeal monsters and the ghosts of your past. Read an atmospheric or horror book to pass this test of nerve. And for that, I'm going with The Chalkman by C.J. Tudor? I don't know. I bought this at the library for $1 not super long ago. I actually had it from the library when I bought it, so I just took it back, and now I own the copy. And I feel like this is kind of fitting. I don't actually know if this is horror per se, but we're gonna count it anyways. Yeah. Empty Barrel Inn. Everyone deserves a spick or two. Some say it even aids warming up those vocal cords. Enjoy an indulgent read. And for that, I'm going with a book that does not have a dust jacket on it because I'm terrible and I have no idea where I put it. That is I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. This is being counted as an indulgent read because I already read it back in May. I was going to read it in June. I didn't get to it, but I'm gonna read it in July because why not? This became my favorite book back in May, and so I'm excited to read it again. Even though it's only been like a month and a half, I'm gonna read it again. So I feel like that's fitting for an indulgent read because there's so many other books I could be reading, but instead I'm rereading a book I read very recently. But I felt incredibly seen in this book. If you hadn't watched when I was still doing weekly vlogs, I vlogged the reading experience of this book, and it was absolutely amazing and had me in tears so many times. So I'm excited to get back into this one. The final prompt of this read-a-thon is Giant Squid, a fearsome fellow. Read a book that intimidates you, and this foe shall be a doodle. So for that, I'm going with a beast of a book, and that is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is an over 800-page book. It's huge, it's awkward to hold, and I am scared because I'm not entirely sure I'm going to like it. I've heard really mixed things about this book, and so that intimidates me even more because I don't want to be reading a big book if it's not going to be enjoyable, but I'm going to hold on to hope that I'll enjoy this one. And if I even get through this month, because this will be the 17th book of the month, so yeah. So that is all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited to get back into making videos. I will be weekly vlogging this month, and hopefully every month after that, but I have started filming for that today, so look out for that next Monday. I'm going to try to post them every Monday again, but we'll see how it goes. I'm also hopefully going to be posting a video every day this month because of the biannual Read-a-Thon, the reading rush, the book junkie trials. It's a lot of videos, and there's a bunch of tags that I've been tagged in or want to do, and so figured what better way to come back than a video every day for the month. Plus it's my birthday month, so yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Okay, bye.